All right, I'm gonna go ahead and mute everyone. I'm gonna be teaching no music, so you can play whatever music you like. And we're gonna go ahead and get started just because it's an express class, 15 minutes. So I wanna make sure that we're getting through all the things that we're getting through. Okay, we're gonna do a quick little hip stretch to get started. So you just need you and your space here. We're gonna start with some 90-90 shifts. So 90-90 feet are out nice and wide. And we're just gonna shift to the side and shift to the other side. Love a good hip warm up before we do core, just because that area gets really tight and sometimes can be a little uncomfortable, maybe a little painful when we're doing core, especially our lower abs. Also starting to warm up our spine and our stomach when we're shifting side to side. All right, let's call it there. So we're gonna have one leg forward, one leg back behind. You can hold it here, or we're gonna go up into some sit-ups. So we're gonna lift up, squeeze your hips forward, and then come back down. So however you can do this where it feels comfortable. Again, we're just stretching, so it shouldn't be uncomfy. We're gonna do 2 more and then switch to the other side. 2 and 1 and switch it up. So opposite leg forward, opposite leg back, making some 2 90-degree angles. And 5 times we're gonna sit it up and down. Of course, if it feels like a good enough stretch just to sit here like this, you can just hold it there. 2, 3, 4, and final 1, 5, and down. On our hands and knees, last final stretch always feels good. Little cat-cow action. So cow, drop your belly, look up, open up your collarbones. Cat, curve it all in, stretch out your back, look towards your belly button. One more time, release, cow, look up. And cat, curve it all in, look towards your belly button. All right, we're gonna go ahead and get down to business. What happens when we're in an express class? We make it nice and quick. So we're gonna do a 4-minute AMRAP. That's as many rounds as possible of 3 different exercises. I'll show you each one. We're gonna be on our back the whole time. So on our back, first exercise we have is a leg extension to crunch. So leg extension, 1 layer, your hands are gonna be back behind, feet together, press out, bring it back in, crunch up. You can also keep your head down when you do the leg extension and then crunch. You can also put your hands under your butt if you need a little bit more low back support. So 10 reps, leg extension to crunch. Next exercise we have is a froggy knee to elbow crunch. So feet together, just like a frog, hands behind your neck. We crunch up and lift, knee to elbow, back down, and then up to the other side. So as you can see, I'm putting my head and my feet down each time. And I'm shifting over, really squeezing my sides, my obliques. That's 10 on each side, 20 total. Final exercise, legs up in the air. We have opposite side reaches. So we're reaching for opposite side pinky toe, and then other side. 10 each side, 20 total. Those are our 3 exercises. I'm gonna hit the clock for 4 minutes. Go on your own time, go as slow or as fast as you need to go. And we have 4 minutes on the clock to get through everything. Don't worry, I'll be reminding you which exercise comes next. First one is that leg extension to crunch. We start in 5 seconds. 2, 1, and begin leg extension. and then crunch it up. Extend out, bring it in, and crunch 10 of these. Our goal is to get through at least 3 rounds, maybe 4. Inhale, extend, exhale, crunch up. Next exercise, when you get there, is froggers. So feet together, crunch up, reach elbow to knee, come back down, repeat other side. This one is 20 total, 10 on each side. Remember, with an AMRAP, that means you can take as much or as little rest as you need. Love these for group exercise classes, especially virtual ones, because that means everyone can go at their own pace, whether they want something that's a little bit more intense or whether you need to slow it down and take a little bit more breaks. Reminder to exhale every time you lift up, squeeze, twist, really using our sides, our obliques with this exercise. Once you've hit 20 of those, legs straight up in the air, we have opposite side reaches. Great job. Once you're done with that, you're back to the beginning. Leg extension to crunch 10 times. Hi, Chance. Hi. Hop on in, lady. We're doing a leg extension first, and then a crunch, and we're doing 10 reps of those. So once you do 10, I'll let you know what the next exercise is. We're doing as many rounds as possible in 4 minutes, so just getting through what you get through. After the leg extension crunch combo, we're doing a frogger crunch, knee to elbow, so feet together, knees apart, lift everything up, going elbow to same side knee, and then switch to the other way. 20 total of these, 10 on each side. So these little 3 combos here, we're working our sides, our obliques. The first exercise, we're using our lower belly. And the last exercise, we're using the top of our abs and our rib cage. Oh, and that's 4 minutes, all done. Great job, everyone. Hopefully you got through some couple rounds of those. We have our next one, so grab some water, take a breather, whatever you need. Express class, we gotta keep it quick here. So we have an iso hold series. So isometric just means we're holding it in one position. These next exercises are nothing revolutionary, pretty simple stuff here. 45 seconds on, 15 seconds of rest in between. We're going everyone's favorite plank. You can go on your hands, your knees, or your elbows. If you're somewhere in between levels, I encourage you to try a little bit of both until you can make the full 45-second time. The next one we have is a side plank. Again, all trusty exercises for this round. You could also go with one knee down and lift, or both knees down. On our backs, hollow hold, holding it all day. You can even bring your legs up if you need to. You can have your hands underneath your booty to support your low back. And then the last one we're doing is a side plank on the other side. So that's our 4-minute series, 45 seconds on, 15 seconds off, all holding. We start in 10 seconds. I know everyone just hates the plank series. I know it's boring, but it's so good for us. We're gonna start in 3, 2, 1. 45-second plank hold. Remember, you can start on your hands. You can go down to your elbows. You can put your hands together if you're on your elbows, or if you want to make it more challenging, you can make 11s with your hands so that your hands aren't together, but both fingertips are apart facing forward in line with your elbow. And that is going to be the most difficult version. 15 seconds left wherever you are at. Reminder, you can always put a knee down, 2 knees down until you get your form right. Stay strong where you are for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Woo! 15 seconds off. Side plank is next. We're at it in 4, 3, 2, 1, and lift up high. For this one, same modifications. 1 knee down. You can have your feet staggered like mine are here, or stacked. If you're stacked, this is going to be more difficult. No matter what you're doing, make sure you're lifting your hip nice and high away from the ground and that your chest is facing forward. I love to do the overhand reach, just feels good. Just like you can imagine someone's pulling on your hands, lifting you up. Squeeze your belly into your spine. 5 seconds. 2, 1, and done. Great job on your backs. Hollow hold is next here. And 5, 1. Very difficult. And let's begin. So I'm keeping my hands underneath my booty here just because I really want to focus on keeping my back flat. If you notice your back is curving up, that can cause low back, mid back issues. So I like to put my hands down. But if your core is really strong, you can do this all day. You can lift up your head. You can have your arms out to the side. This is going to be the most difficult version. Wherever you at, we have 15 seconds left. I encourage you to try something a little bit more difficult for this final 10. We're only doing 1 round through here. You might as well try last 5. Let it shake. And done. Woo! Good job. Flip it over to the other side. This is our last exercise. We have our side plank on the left. In 3, 2, and 1. Lift up nice and high. Make sure our hip and our side are nice and even. We're turning our chest out. Reach your arm up. Pretend someone's pulling on your wrist to lift you higher, away from the ground. Press through your forearm, your wrist, your elbow. Squeeze your belly in, 15 seconds. Tried and true, these are our standard core exercises. 3, 2, and done. Great job, everyone. That was 4 minutes. We're gonna do a quick little stretch here, and then we'll be all good to go. So you're just gonna come onto your bellies. Do a little back release. This always feels good. So lift one leg up and wrap it around the other way. Try and keep your gaze forward, eyes looking. If you can only get here, you can only get here, that's totally fine. This is for you, so do what you need to do. When you're ready, come back into center. And let's do it the other way. So lift one leg up, wrap it around, little back release. Back to center. Feet nice and flat. Hands are gonna come underneath your armpits. We're just gonna press it up for a nice little Cobra stretch. If you want to make this a deeper back bend, you can even lift your thighs off the ground while upward facing dog, arms nice and straight. Otherwise, just look up, look over one shoulder, look over the other. That always feels good. From here, we're gonna come onto our hands and knees, then bring our knees apart, feet together, sit it back, child's pose, big stretch. Really feel this in the hips, in the low back, always feels good. When you're done, sit back on your heels, roll it out, and that is your Core Express class today. Like I said, quick and easy. We're done in 15 minutes. Thanks everyone for joining.